The title Fiorucci Made Me Hardcore came from, there was a show back in London in the early 90s, all about Warhol. Warhol took all these snapshots and he'd taken one photograph that was on a sort of dumpster around the back of Studio 54, right? And on the dumpster it said, Fiorucci made me hardcore. So at the beginning of Fiorucci, you've got, it starts in the sort of, I don't know, mid-70s, early to mid-70s. You had like Northern Soul. That's this weird little ecology that happened in the northwest of England, where the kind of this sort of ex-mining community in Wigan became obsessed with like Motown, sort of 60s Motown. This is like early 70s, so they're obsessed with like Motown, and then everyone moves on from Motown. They were like mods, and then everyone moved on from Motown, but they were still committed to it, and so they started searching out all these rarities, these sort of Motown or kind of early soul R&B rarities, and they built this kind of weird, like I say, like a weird ecology or and a weird economy as well. It was all about trading records and all the rest of it. So that begins there, and then my first kind of like I don't know, love of music is like I say, going to like what we call discos, like local discos, and that time was like late 70s, early 80s. So it's that sort of R&B funk, that sort of digital D-train. Dance music, like as it was kind of as a sort of blanket term that was coming, you know, it's coming from America, and was always renewing itself, combining these different forms and like finding something new. And like I say, you know, in terms of what I said before, always trying to, always sort of investigating what technology could do and what you could do with technology. You know what I mean? I always liked that as well. That was a part of it, and that became part of making the video as well, because when I was making Fiorucci, the reason I could make Fiorucci is because of the kind of availability of cheap desktop computers, and also I had this box that had just come out which allowed you to transcode. You're investing, you're putting your belief into something that is essentially aspirational, right? So there's always a kind of class dynamic to it, right? It's about something that's kind of unaffordable or out of reach or whatever, and you're aspiring to that, and you're kind of over determining that thing, right? I guess that leads on to it. That's what I always liked about subculture, is to me it's a way of like, essentially it's a way of the working class, sort of how they reveal their intelligence.